Autumn Beam. I am the founder of Hope Wellness in Los Angeles, California. I am a certified nutritional specialist that specializes in anything from chronic inflammatory response syndrome to gastrointestinal and women's health to general metabolic balance. I really enjoy helping clients with those things. Before I worked with Lesli, I really was flailing in a way. I didn't have any issues bringing in business and getting referral partners and things like that. I was doing really well with that, but the system that I was using, I should say, or the system I had created for myself was getting in my own way. And I was constantly stressed out about when my next client was going to book and where I was going to get that business from. I greatly wanted to be able to offer my clients more in terms of value than just talking to me every once in a while when we needed to check in. And I really just didn't have a specific structure or direction in how I wanted to get where I wanted to get with my clients and with the goals for growing my business. The areas that I was really stuck in were, again, just those systems that I just didn't have. I didn't know how to get where I wanted to go. I think that's one of the things. Like, I knew I wanted to grow my business. I knew I wanted to offer my clients more, but I didn't really know what my options were in terms of what I could really offer them, how to offer it to them. And one of the biggest things I didn't know was how to price my services appropriately, because I knew coming out of grad school I was several years out of grad school before I hired Lesli. I wish I would have hired her earlier, but I really didn't know what was appropriate in terms of pricing. I knew I needed to update my pricing, but I didn't know what it meant to go from where I was at. And so Lesli really helped me to identify what was actually reasonable, in addition to being able to identify what those programs could look like. I chose to work with Lesli as my coach versus the other coaches that I interviewed because I was looking for structure, and boy, is Lesli structured. She has a program for everything, an order for everything. We do this first, this second, this third. And she has her little profit pyramid, and she really knew, she had the example of everything I wanted my business to be, and I didn't know how to do it. And my personality type is not that organized personality type that automatically knows how to build structure. I have to be taught that, or I have to be given the roadmap to do that. And so her example just in our discovery call and learning more about how she helps people was the exact example that I needed for what I wanted my business to look like. And so right then and there, I knew Lesli, she's the one I needed. That I've learned with Lesli, oh my goodness, I think how to show the client value in creating packages. So one of the main things that we did was create packages and memberships to be able to kind of structure my clients in a way that was it's not that individual one-on-one appointment. I knew I wanted to get out of the individual consultation structure and get into more of a package structure. So I had more income that I could depend on, and I kind of always knew what was coming rather than feeling like I was lost. So being able to put together those packages really helps me to define what value I was already giving my clients, but I didn't know how to define, but also being able to have great ideas for how to add new value to be able to enhance these packages and meet their needs even more. That's one thing that I really, really learned. The other thing that I really learned was, what appropriate structure looks like in terms of having a system for doing everything. And what I mean by that is a system for having referrals, for tracking information. And we oftentimes in nutrition don't always give ourselves credit for how powerful information is and tracking information in terms of how many clients are coming in for discovery calls, how many how many are we booking out of those things, how much money, how many touch points are we having, what about marketing, developing relationships from far away, all these different things that you can really put into a structure on your calendar. And so Lesli really helped me to be able to schedule myself out in a way that helps me to be on top of those tasks, because I am not that organized. I kind of, this is what I feel like doing now, and this is but to be a CEO, you really need to be organized. And so she helped ground me and give me that organization and structure that I need. And now I'm training my employees how to have that same structure on their side. I have so many tangible things that I could talk about in terms of actual results with Lesli, and they come from different areas of my business too. It's not even just in like one place. Like one of the things that, you know, people who are potentially working with Lesli want to know is, am I going to make more money? And I could say unequivocally, yes, you will make more money. I had, in just the first 3 months working with Lesli, I had a 400% increase in my revenue. I mean, it was a very quick turnaround. And that's just huge for my business, huge for my sanity and my confidence as a business owner with income coming in. Secondly, I was able to add an additional $2,500 a month in income with some of the packages for client retention that we came up with. That was huge. And then lastly, I became fully, actually not even lastly, I have more. Okay. I became fully booked. My calendar became fully booked and I had no more space on my calendar. So this presents a problem. So all of this structure and all the things that Lesli taught me that led up to the next thing, I hired count them two, that's metrics, employees. Thinking about working with Lesli, even like, I might want to do that. I would say don't walk, run. If you want to work with Lesli, don't walk, but run to Lesli, because the money that you will make will pay for her services and more. And what you will learn is so incredibly priceless to your business and to your success as a business owner that I would pay her 3 times over.